Hey guys, Brian with TTPs, and happy Friday to everyone. My voice is a little out today. My little guy got me sick, but it is what it is. Um, so, one thing that I wanted to talk about after having discussions over and over with a few friends now on this topic is just starting over. So, when you first get out, a lot of lieutenants and captains are going to think that they need to be a project manager right away, and any NCO, anybody who is in a leadership position, is going to think that they should be a manager. And um, I kind of don't actually agree with that after getting out. That was my mentality when I first got out. I figured that anywhere that I applied, I had management skills, so I should automatically apply to being a manager. Um, you might think that you've done your time, but in the civilian world, you probably haven't done your time in your field yet. So this is the time to take the time to be a new private, take that new entry level job, grow your skills, expand upon that skill set, um, and think about the people that you respected as leaders in the military. Those are people that grew into their leadership positions. You know, they served in every role, getting up to where they're at. You know, it's the platoon sergeant who's out there in the mud pushing the Humvee out of the mud with his guys. It's not the platoon sergeant who is skipping out on PT to go do admin work. Um, and that's something that I've heard in the civilian job market as a recruiter as well. Um, People in factory jobs, for example, um, have mentioned that they have people in leadership positions that have not done their time in the lower level positions. They don't understand how things work, and they might create plans that sound great on paper but don't really come to fruition in real life. And that's something that everybody can identify with. You don't have to be in the military. You could literally be a McDonald's fry cook. Nothing against McDonald's, but if you're a fry cook and your manager doesn't understand how to do your job, and tell you how to be more effective at your job, then um, you don't really respect them. So, as a leader, think about those things. You might have to take that entry level job to get into that management role and prove yourself. Um, so, that's something that I try to do, even in the military. Um, I was always trying to at least be better than my guys at something, you know, to legitify myself, if that's even a word. So, for example, I had machine gunners um, who prided themselves on being faster than everybody else in the platoon or the company at disassembly, reassembly, and functions check on a saw or a 240. And I made sure I was better than them at that every single time. I didn't make mistakes and I was faster. And when you beat the best guys, that legitimizes yourself to them as well. And then there's things that you just can't always be better than everybody else at. An example of that is PT. You know, you might have guys on your team or your squad that, you know, they run a 2 mile in 10 minutes, but maybe they can't deadlift a lot of weight. Maybe they can't ruck march. Maybe they're not better at shooting. My niche was combatives. Even if I had a guy on my team who was stronger or faster than me, I could always choke him out. Um, so the lessons that you can take away from that is that you need to grind and have that humility, but you can also find your niches where other people aren't doing, haven't really filled yet, and then really expand upon that and still be a valuable asset to the team. And then um, the topic that I just hit was just humility. It goes back to my video on humility. Be willing to put your nose to the grindstone and get after it, so that way you can prove yourself. If that's really what you want to do is be a leader, that's something that you need to take into account. If you don't actually want to be a leader, I know the military kind of programs you to kind of always step up to the next ladder and up, up and up and up, and you continually progress your career. But you might find that it's less stress for you to just be good at your job, at an entry level job or a middle management job. And that's totally fine. Um, it's just at this point, it's what works for you, what makes you happy, what makes you feel successful. So hopefully, this Friday tip helps you guys out. Sorry for the lack of my voice, but um, hopefully, this provides some insight for you on starting over after the military. So, thanks again. My name is Brian. I'm with TTPs. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you have any insight, anything that you don't agree with, that's fine. You can drop it in the comments. I'm always willing to have a discussion with somebody about this because I don't have all the answers. I just try to provide some guidance and the insight that I have is from bouncing ideas off of other veterans as well, and then kind of just um, creating that melting pot of ideas from there. So, thanks. Have a great day and have a great weekend.